Have you ever wondered who the very first people were? Not your great-great-grandparents, but the first beings we could truly call our ancestors, walking upright on two legs millions of years ago. It's a story that unfolds not in years or centuries, but over vast stretches of geological time. Let's travel back to when our story began. Our journey starts in Africa, the cradle of humanity. About 6 to 7 million years ago, a crucial split happened in the primate family tree. One branch would eventually lead to modern chimpanzees and bonobos, our closest living relatives. The other branch, that was ours. The creatures on this branch are called hominins, and they were the first to show the defining trait of our lineage, bipedalism, the ability to walk on 2 feet. The earliest hominin we have evidence for is named Sahelanthropus chidensis. Its fossil, nicknamed Tumai, was discovered in Chad and dates back about 7 million years. Imagine a creature roughly the size of a chimpanzee with a mix of ape-like and human-like features. The position of its foramen magnum, the hole where the spinal cord connects to the skull, suggests it held its head upright, a key indicator of walking on 2 legs. While it wasn't human, Sahelanthropus was a pioneer, taking the first tentative steps on the long road to becoming us. Fast forward 1 million years or so, and we meet Ororine tugenensis, found in Kenya. The shape of its femur or thigh bone provides even stronger evidence for bipedalism. Ororine was still an adept climber, comfortable in the trees, but on the ground it walked upright. This wasn't just a minor change. It was a revolutionary adaptation. Walking on 2 legs freed up the hands for carrying food, tools, and even infants, opening up a world of new possibilities. Then, around 4.4 million years ago, Ardipithecus ramidus, or Ardi, enters the scene. Discovered in Ethiopia, Ardi's skeleton is remarkably complete. It shows a fascinating mix of traits: a grasping big toe for climbing, like an ape, but a pelvis and legs built for walking upright. Ardi lived in a woodland environment, challenging the old idea that our ancestors only stood up when they moved into open savannas. It seems our evolutionary path was more complex and varied than we once thought. The next major players are the Australopithecines, a group that thrived for over 2 million years. The most famous of them is Australopithecus afarensis, represented by the iconic fossil Lucy, who lived about 3.2 million years ago. Lucy and her kind were definitely skilled upright walkers. We know this not just from their skeletons, but from the incredible Laetoli footprints in Tanzania fossilized tracks of 3 individuals walking across volcanic ash 3.6 million years ago. Seeing those footprints is like looking at a snapshot from our deep past, a direct connection to our ancestors' journey. But were these early hominins human? Not in the way we think of ourselves. Their brains were still relatively small, about the size of a modern chimpanzee's. Their faces were more projecting, and they lacked the complex culture, language, and technology that define us today. They were the foundational chapter, the first humanoids who set the stage for everything that followed. The real shift towards what we might call human began around 2.5 million years ago with the emergence of the genus Homo. Homo habilis, the handy man, was one of the first to have a significantly larger brain and, crucially, was the first to consistently make and use stone tools. This technological leap was a game-changer, allowing them to access new food sources and defend themselves more effectively. From Homo habilis, the path leads to Homo erectus, who had a modern human-like body and an even larger brain. They were the first to control fire and the first to venture out of Africa, spreading across Asia and Europe. They were innovators and explorers, our first truly global ancestors. So, when did the first humanoid appear on Earth? The answer stretches back 7 million years to brave pioneers like Sahelanthropus. They weren't us, but without their first upright steps on the African landscape, our own human story would never have begun. They are the silent, ancient foundation upon which all of human history is built. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey back in time. If you found this fascinating, please give this video a like and subscribe for more explorations into our amazing past. See you next time.